What's going on? This is my new Strider, the SJ75. I've been waiting for this knife for a little bit. I didn't buy it new, I bought it used, so I didn't pay the full price for it, so it's not going to be in perfect shape. It does have a couple of blemishes, some blemishes on the blade, and there's a little nick right there. But other than that, the knife's in perfect shape. Blemishes on the blade is just a little rubbing of from pocket wear. I mean, I've oiled it. It's the knife still has its original factory edge. It's sharp as hell, and my impressions of it is my impressions of this knife. I have some things to add. I've watched a lot of videos on this knife, and a lot of people. I was kind of shocked that they didn't mention the couple of things I'm about to mention about this knife. One thing that I found, everybody says the fit and finish on this knife is flawless. This is everything that a Strider should be. And they've complained about the older Striders, these ones, and I don't see it. I object to that. I think these knives are perfectly executed for what I want out of a knife. These knives are rugged, they're everything I want, they're Hummers of knives, you know. They're mad because they've got little scratches on them, and they've got little imperfections. These are tools. Striders, these are tactical knives and tools. These are made as tools, so Strider treats them as tools. They get thrown around, you know. It's not, you're never going to find, and that's a dead giveaway. If you ever buy a perfect Strider, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not a Strider, because I've never seen a perfect Strider. Every Strider that I've ever held, brand new, has had some kind of flaw, meaning the G10 has had some kind of nick, or there's a nick on the clip, like right there, you know. There's something wrong with, you know, it's not perfect. There's going to be a scratch. The bluing is going to have scratches in it. I've never seen a perfect Strider. I've just never seen one come out of the factory perfect. Not to say it doesn't happen, but, you know, but still, I love these knives and I think they're perfectly executed. Back to this knife. This is a nice executed knife, but I don't see why everybody raves about it, saying that this is better than them, because quite honestly, these edges in here are sharp as hell. I didn't notice that, and I haven't heard anybody say anything about this, and I noticed that the first thing when I picked this knife up and opened it, that it digs into you. This actually digs into you. You can feel it digging into your skin. When you go and grasp this knife, if you grasp it right here, you can feel it dig into you. If you bypass that, you don't feel it, but these edges are sharp as hell, and I haven't seen anybody say anything about that. And I was shocked, because a lot of people are raving about this knife, and these edges are sharp. They are sharp. I mean, possibly sharp to the point to where they could cut you that sharp. And even when the knife is closed, you rub your finger across this, it grabs your skin. You can feel it nick your skin. It almost like feels like it wants to scrape your skin when you rub it. So I did notice that about the knife. It's not going to stop me from using this knife, because it's not that bad. You know, it's not going to. I doubt it would cut you, but you do feel it. It's noticeable, and it's not noticeable to the where it makes it. And it kind of feels a little uncomfortable with the pocket clip where it's at when you grasp the knife, but still, it's not going to stop you from using the knife. I do like the knife, but I am on the fence about it. I'm like, should have bought it. You know, the knife looked great. It does look great in person. It's a beautiful looking knife. It's executed beautifully. It's made well. It's a Strider. But I'm still like, you know. You buy it, and some things you're excited about getting, and when you get them, you're like, you know, yeah, this is great, but... And I think a lot of people are finding that out with this knife, and I don't know why that is. You see it, you want it, you're like, oh, I want that, I gotta get that, and then you get it, and you're like, okay. You know, but it's not, and it's kind of weird to say, because it's everything that it looked like, but when you get it in your hand, you're like, well, maybe not. But I'm going to be fair and go out there and use it and see if it's the knife that I want it to be, you know, but my impressions of it, I like the knife, but I'm still on the fence about it. I'm going to get out there and use it and see what it's all about, but those are my first impressions of it. Picked it up, and there you go, guys. Take it easy.